short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And down inside the 15 he goes. That good for... ...19 and a first down. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it with Lynch. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. One receiver to the left is Cooper. To throw is Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Nugent hits the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He gets it over the middle to Carr. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Rodgers now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, with that incompletion, gives us a chance to get Charles Super Bowl picks. We've done this the last couple years going into week 1. Who do you have this season?
Well, it wouldn't surprise anyone at all for Philadelphia and New England to do it again, this time in Atlanta. But I think it's going to be a couple of different teams out of both divisions. All right, both conferences, I should say. I think coming out of the NFC, I really like Atlanta. Wow. I think they're going to get back to the Super Bowl again. Out of the AFC, I think it's going to be Pittsburgh. And ultimately, I'm taking Atlanta to hoist the trophy.
And you know where the Super Bowl is this year.
It is in Atlanta. The first time ever we're going to have a home team win in their home stadium.
You heard it here first. From midfield, here's Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On first down, Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Carr. Going for it all. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, as we look back to the final week of the preseason and the roster cuts, that final day of roster cuts, a lot of noise was made. The biggest noise, though, Khalil Mack moving to the Windy City.
That's one that, let's look at it from Chicago's perspective. A young team growing, building on both offense.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Lets it go for Nelson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And some space here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his the field for your team defensively. Move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense and you can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped.
Oh, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Derek Johnson in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Raider D, they get the football back. On the incompletion, I turn to you as we continue to do all these week 1 predictions. And I ask, Rookie of the Year, could this be a battle for Gotham between Darnold and Barkley?
I like it. I like that a lot. A quarterback, Sam Darnold with the Jets, a runner, Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants. But I'm thinking defense, and I'm going out west to the Denver Broncos. Bradley Chubb, defensive end, outside linebacker. Remember, Von Miller's on the other side. He'll take up a lot of attention. That should give Chubb more one-on-one opportunities to get quarterbacks on the ground.
Carr now on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Carr now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 20, 10. It's a Packer touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2.
I'll go over here. Zoom, zoom. Hey, check 26. No.
Here's Rodgers. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mike Daniels. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Rodgers now on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
Over here. Here we go. Jump out.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 58 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Well, that touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right, good. We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops. There he goes again.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Carr throwing on second down. Now he's flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Let's make a quick pivot here to revisit a topic from the last couple of weeks. We've been discussing, well, which rookie starters are going to be in there week one. It appears to be only one right now, Sam Darnold of New York, correct?
That sounds correct based on what we've heard from the different teams. All of them have made their announcements and their proclamations about their starter. And Sam Darnold's going to get the ball to begin. But for me, it's how long will he remain the only rookie starter? I don't know that it would be terribly long. I look in Buffalo, I think Josh Allen will get his shot fairly early. I look in Arizona, I think Josh Rosen the same, depending on how their teams come out of the gate. And at some point, Baker Mayfield will play this year for the Cleveland Browns.
Seems to be more pressure each year on these franchises to get the rookies in there early, doesn't it?
It certainly does. When you spend that type of draft capital, that type of money, we don't wait nearly as long, and the good coaching staffs meet these kids halfway with what they did in college and turn them loose in the NFL.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You would too.
Yeah, without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. On second down, Lynch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. And he finds Cook. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a good pickup on the ground of 7 yards, and time has run out. Back now at Lambeau. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Carr to throw on 2nd down. He'll buy some time right. His pass caught at the 4. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run. Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Doug Martin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that kicks first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now throwing again. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Jump out. 319.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact, I don't know. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get down, get down. 180.
They start the drive with Lynch. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And it's K1ngDhameer's with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Rodgers throwing here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch down to the 25. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Richard on the toss. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Nugent puts it through, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tahir Whitehead in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not all.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. To throw is Carr. He's got it. And they will not go quietly as we are back to a 2-score game. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Rodgers to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Wide open receiver complete. And there